How's it going, guys? It's Burgas here and welcome to another Heroes of History Epic Empire video. Today I have a very special topic and this is the reroll. Now, Heroes of History reroll strategy looks smart at first, but most Heroes of History players are wasting their first week chasing one S tier legendary instead of building efficient early game account. So I have nothing against chasing, but sometimes it can actually take you so much time. Now, if you start and look to chase heroes like Abraham Lincoln and maybe Medusa, Marie Curie, this is okay, maybe Abraham Lincoln is a S tier, is very well developed, but Marie Curie and Medusa is very good heroes. So if you start just chasing those heroes starting over, and you know, when you start over you have that many builded by the game's dopamine hits where you just receive so much rewards, and sometimes people are wasting so much time chasing some hero that they can spend 1 or 2 days, see how the things go, see are they going to get the hero they're looking for, and do a reroll again. Which for me personally, this is extremely inefficient, and I'm going to explain why. Even if you manage to hit one hero, yeah, it can be very good for your account, but in the same time, losing days chasing the hero that is not guaranteed. It can be very bad for your account. So in this Heroes of History gameplay breakdown, I'm going to explain why rerolling for example heroes like Marie Curie, Medusa or Caesar can actually slow your progression harder than simply build a strong early game rows and even timing. Now, rerolling is already make you weaker, and I'm going to explain why I'm thinking that is just because for example, imagine 2 players. One of the player are starting right now playing the game. He don't care about the rerolls, he don't care about nothing, so he actually start playing the game. And you have other person who is trying with the reroll, trying to hit one of these heroes. Now, let's say both of these 2 players are getting a legendary hero. Okay, the first one is going to get one legendary hero, the other one is chasing specific legendary hero, but still get a legendary hero. The first one is already playing like 1 week in the game. The second one is doing a third reroll, for example, for hero like let's say Medusa, or right now we are having Alexander the Great. I don't know when this video is going to come. It can be something else here, but the other person is chasing, for example, Alexander the Great. So the first one is already 1 week inside in the game. That means he already have his some of the progression, he already have some buildings, he already have some expansions, some what was the name, some campaignings done. He's basically progressing with his account. He don't care about the rerolls, he don't care about the specific hero. And to be fair, with the composition where you have like 5 heroes, chasing one hero is not something that is going to be a game changing for your account. Because, you know, I play some other games where, for example, my legion is from 2 heroes, so you know, chasing one specific hero can be very important, because it's like 50% from my legion. But in this case, one hero is like 20% from your legion. Now, there is a game-changing heroes, don't get me wrong, but keep in mind, if you go and over trying to do rerolling for some S tier, this can actually hurt your account from this, just to start playing the game and slowly with the time actually progress there. Now, the other thing is players are chasing the wrong heroes. Not only reroll is stopping you or slowing you down, but the people are chasing wrong heroes. I see some crazy suggestions, for example, some tier lists or even game suggestion. If you go over the companions, you can go here. I don't know where was this thing. This is so normal, but yeah, imagine if you go and try and chase a wrong hero just because somebody else told you that this hero is going to be crazy. Now, for me personally, going for heroes like Caesar is very good hero. Marie Curie is a top tier. Medusa is a top tier, but sometimes people, don't have this information, and they're looking one hero like Achilles. You look Achilles because I see this thing a lot. Now Achilles is a strong hero. Don't get me wrong, but they go and check out this hero, and it's like, I wanna have this hero. And at the same time, this hero is very nice for the arena, but not that good for the companions. Sometimes when there is some hero involved in the companions, yeah, he's going to be good one. But at the end of the day, for your progression, you need heroes that are good for the companion. So also the trap is sitting there. Not only that you're wasting time with the reroll, but you're rerolling for the wrong hero, which make the things even more funny at the end of the day. And you should be careful with that, and at least try to gather as much information you can. Now, I know there is not that much information at the end of the day in the internet. I'm maybe one of the couple YouTube channels that are providing some kind of information, but you can write me in the Discord. You're going to find link in the description where maybe I can actually help you a little. The other thing is people mistake and focus over a single hero is early game is about rolls, not rarity. So if you're looking for some S tier, this is nice. This is good to have one of these type of heroes. But at the beginning, you most likely want to have a heroes that is going to clear the companions for you. So you need like 5 heroes. In this case, you have heroes that are tanks, or like I like to say, defenders. You have healers. You have supports. You have AoE. You have manipulators. You have single target. So you have all this type of heroes that is building your team. Now, if you go and for some reason you manage and you get lucky and you get Marie Curie, let's say, she's great, absolutely. But if you don't have tank and healer, it's not going to work that well. So your progression is limited to how much of the important roles you're having, how much tanks you're having, how much healers you're having, what kind of rarity are these tanks or healers. Now the game actually gives us a great opportunity to get the Tutankhamun, and that was actually for free. And there is a confusion around this hero because his initial charge is crazy fast. I mean, 0.8 seconds. The majority of the cases, the healer cannot save him, and he's just dying. Okay, he's just dying. And I think this is an issue, but I'm not going to go in deep with the Tutankhamun. Just saying that we're having at the beginning roles that need to be filled, and not only just getting one hero and thinking I'm going to be king of the world. It's just not how the things are done. Now the other thing is rerolling also destroy event efficiency. Event provides relics, fragments, summons, and internalizing progression. This is right now I have for example, Ashoka is a 3-star. I internalized this bad boy. There was a event for Hatshepsut, but I just decided to not go there. I think my Hatshepsut is very solid already, and it's like making an epic hero to a legendary hero. Better I save my resources, and if the game decide to make some other 3-star hero, very good 3-star hero to 5-star, then I'm going to spend my resources. You have to be careful with your resources, but The rerolling also can destroy your event efficiency, just because by waiting you're losing time to gather some resources. Now if I get right now some event evolving, some summons, I already have decent amount of antimatter, so it's going to be easy peasy for me. Okay, not that easy peasy, but depending who I'm competing against, but it's going to be one idea more easy for me, just to be relevant in the event and getting something good from there. So the rerolling is eating your time, and by eating your time you're not collecting resources to compete in the event. So from there it's actually destroying your event inefficiency. And for free-to-play players, progression depends heavily on timing and even event preparation, something that you're not going to have if you go for rolling. Now promotional banners create stronger value than desperate reroll attempts. So yeah, if you have the promotional banner, like for example Alexander the Great, is way more easy. The way I get my first S tier, that was actually Medusa back in the days, and I was waiting for 10 times chance up. I go for her and I get her. There is like 33% chance to be get it from first time. Even if you don't manage to get it, there is a pity mechanic that I have separate video where I talk about all the pity mechanics and drop rates and basically everything you need to know for the summoning. But if at the first 5-star hero you get is a hero if the first 5-star hero you obtain it in a hero promotional event is not the promoted hero, then the next 5-star hero you get is in this event is guaranteed to be one of the promoted heroes. So you basically need to summon 2 legendary hero, and the second one for sure is going to be the one that's promoted here. So it's not something crazy, okay? It's not something crazy. You just need to save and you're going to have all of the heroes at the end of the day. So yeah, here I'm going to put one other video. Just want to scratch this topic about the rerolling and all the reroll guides people are chasing some heroes that just start, build your account, and with the time you're going to have all of the heroes. So don't forget to hit one like, subscribe. Also, if you want to support my channel, you can become a member. You're going to get access to my member only videos, also my member only streams. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.